Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so how's your day?
It was great.
Okay, good. Okay, so can you see my screen now, the cat?
Yeah.
Okay, so last week we learned test one about reading and writing and part one of listening. I give you the homework about the listening part two, three, and part four, and you complete it at home and all the things you do are correct. So now we will move on to test number two. This one, the test number two, reading and writing. Okay, because we only focus on reading and writing. So let's start with the part number one. Okay, here. So we have from number one and number five, and from 8 to H is a design, so you need to read it. So let's delete C because you don't need C anymore. They have C already. So number one, you must drive carefully here. So which sign is the best for number one?
Mm, is H.
Yes, that's right, H. So because it's a danger sign, eyes on road. So you need to drive carefully or drive slowly unless you will have an accident. Okay, number two, you can eat cheaply here. So which play that you can eat cheaply with the low price. Cheaply, that means it doesn't cost a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay, so which letter?
Mm, G.
Okay, good. G. G. Yeah. So in the Joe snack bar, in there you can eat some food with the lowest prices in town. Okay, and number three, you can stay here on holiday. You can stay here on holiday. So where do we can stay? Where can we stay on holiday?
E.
E, yes, that's nice. E. Okay, so because the campsite open all year, so they should go camping on holidays because they open all year, 12 months. Number four, you can work, you can find work here. Where can we find the work? Where can we find job? It's work like job.
Mm, F.
Okay. That's correct answer, F. So F, the shop agency. Job agency is kind of the billboard that they give the job on it, so you can look for the job that you want on the job agency. Like agency is like a company. And number 5, you mustn't go in this way. You must not go in this way, so you need to go other way or something.
D.
Okay, you choose D. That's right. Excellent. Because please you order door. So in this door you cannot use. So you cannot go in this way. You must go the other door. Okay, so this is the answer. Another thing you do. Oh, correct. Okay, so because it's too easy, so we will move to part number 2. This part is you will choose the correct answer is a multiple choice. So each question you have 3 options. Okay, and now we go to number 6. They got off the bus when the stop outside the small village. So who can stop the bus? Who drive the bus so this person can stop the bus?
Mm, B.
Okay, B, the driver, because the driver is the person who drive the bus, and when the driver stop it, so on the passenger need to get off or get out the bus. And number 7, there was a something into refuse so they can climb over it. So which one that we can climb over it?
Mm,
Can we try? Can we climb over the door, or can we try climb over the garden, or can we climb over the gate?
the gate.
Okay, the gate. So the gate we can. Okay, we can climb over the gate, but we cannot climb over the garden or the door because the door is too high and the garden is too big. It's really large. So the best answer is C, gate. Okay, number 8, they at the map and check which way to go. They do what?
Mm, look.
Look, okay, so they look at the map. Look like when you look at something without take so much attention to it. If you watch something, that means you watch the thing is doing like an action, or you watch movie, you watch TV, so you watch. And saw is like an action that you don't pay too much attention, like you saw a girl, or you see a bird that fly in the sky. But look here that you need to pay attention to it. So 9, they walk for 2 hours until they to a river. They can arrive across.
They cross.
The cross, see? You choose C?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will explain that. The action cross like this. Okay, so imagine this is the road. Okay, this is the road, and you are standing here. And what if you want to cross the road? So the action like this, you will cross the road like this. But imagine if this is a river. Can you cross a river? Because a river is really big and it's full of water. So they walk for 2 hours. So this means they work in the road and until they came to a river. Not they cross it. So they don't need to cross to the river. They have no reason to cross it. Okay? Okay, so choose B. Okay, number 10. It was a lovely place, so they do something down and they had a picnic on the grass. The grass?
Sat.
Okay, they sat down. Sit, sat. Okay. So sat is the past form of the word sit. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 correct answer, and so please pay attention to 9, 10, and okay. Now we will move on to part number 3. And in this part, when you choose your answer, you need to explain why you choose it. Okay. 11. Hello, Shu. This is my boss, Mrs. Smith. So how can you respond to it? Number 11.
A.
Choose A. Okay, so here we have Sue. We have the person who introduced Mrs. Smith. So in this situation, there are 3 people. Okay, so in American culture or in the Western culture, people tend to don't ask about the age because if in the first minute you ask about the people's age, it tends to be rude. So you don't choose A. Okay, choose other one.
C.
Okay, that's right. C. So what does it mean? How do you do? What does it mean? How do you do?
B.
No, B is the correct answer. But I am asking you to explain number C, why you choose C.
Yes. A is incorrect, so I choose C.
Yes, A is incorrect, so you choose C. But why? What does it mean? How do you do?
It means that you're doing well.
I'm going well. Okay, so
Yeah.
we explain. So in this situation, like I said before, there are 3 people. So someone introduced Mrs. Smith to Sue, and Sue asked Mrs. Smith that, how do you do? It's like hello, how you doing? Or hello, how you? Just that, okay? So how do you do is the same meaning as how are you? Or how are you doing? Or simple as hello. Okay, number 12. Tell Ben to come upstairs. Tell Ben to come upstairs.
B.
Okay. Yes, that's good. B. All right. Like, yeah, okay, I will do it. I will tell Ben to come upstairs. So this person agree to tell Ben to come upstairs. So all right. It's not C, it's not A. That's right. It's like they determine something is right or wrong. And C is that right is to ask something's right or wrong. So B is the best choice. Okay, 13. Have you got a ticket? Have you got a ticket?
B.
Oh, good. B is here is so when you watch a movie in the movie theater, so the staff asks you, have you got a ticket? And you need to show it. Here it is. That means you show a ticket to the staff. You don't need to answer yes, please, or at the ticket office. Okay. 14. Let's go to written tomorrow. Let's go. That means to suggest someone to go to written. Okay. Which one?
A. B.
B. Yeah, B is the correct answer. Okay, so focus on the structure. Let's something. Let's go or let's go to written tomorrow. And if you agree with that, you say, okay, why not? Why not is not like a question. See, it doesn't matter. It's like when someone do something that make you feel unpleasant or something do the bad thing for you, and they say sorry and you forgive for them, so you can say it doesn't matter. Okay. And A is like if you refuse to the suggestion or something, you can say what a pity. But in this case, if you use it, it's kind of rude. So B. Okay, why not? Next one, 15. Can I open the window, please? Can I open the window, please? Ask for request. You agree or you don't agree?
C.
Yes, C. So when someone asks for permission or requests something, yeah, of course, that means you agree with them. They can do it. You don't or it isn't is grammatically incorrect. So don't use it. We don't say it isn't. We don't say you don't. Okay, it's grammatically incorrect. All right. So now we move on to next one about this part. Okay, so this is the telephone conversation between two people, Peter and James. And we need to match with the number to the letters. So we also have the G, so delete G. Okay, James say hello 345-921, and the answer is hello, is Peter. Are you busy on Saturday? So he asks you, are you busy on Saturday? And James say, no, I don't think so. Why? So 16, how can Peter respond with a question? Why?
Mm,
He asks you why you are busy on Saturday. So it's 16, you need to give the reason why you are busy on Saturday.
mm,
Which one?
E.
16. Okay, yes, it's E. E. So the reason the reason he's busy on Saturday because he need to go to the football match. Okay, he got some tickets for the football. Right. Because England against France, so it's an interesting football match, so he can miss it. Next, and Sham asks, where are they playing? So James is asking about the location or the place of the football match. So how can Peter answer this? Where?
B.
Yes, because the question is about the location. So it is in London, and we can go in my car. So I love to come. So Chen want to come, and he's asking about the price of the ticket. How much are the tickets? So how much is it? Or how much are they? In 18?
Yes.
Yes, the rise or the coast. But in this, we don't have any number. So we'll delete E because you choose it.
D. Oh, A.
Oh, A, yes, A. They are free, so they don't need, so James doesn't need to spend any money. It's free because Peter's father gave them to me, to Peter. Okay, and James asks, will we have to leave early? Will we have to leave early? So, do they need to leave early? 19?
H.
Age, yes, they need to leave early, and because a lot of traffic, so they might get a traffic jam if they don't leave early. Okay, So the time, how about the time in 20? When will they meet? All the time. What time should we meet? So it's really out B or
C.
oh C, yeah. It's C because he doesn't arrange the time yet. So he will call James on Friday to arrange the time. Okay, very good. So now we will practice the conversation. We will read it. So you are Peter. I am James. Okay. So let's read it. No. What? Hello, 345-921-920. Okay, your turn.
I've got some tickets for the football. England against France.
Oh, I'm reading this, so in zero you need to read G first.
No, I don't think so. Why? Oh, hello, it's Peter. Are you busy on Saturday?
Okay, no, I don't think so. Why?
I've got some tickets for the football. England against France.
Why? Where are they playing?
In London, we can go in my car.
I love to come. How much are the tickets?
They are free. My father gave them to me.
Will we have to leave early?
I suppose so. There may be a lot of traffic.
What time should we meet? Twenty.
I'll call you again on Friday to arrange the time.
Thanks, Peter. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, that's great. It's really hard. Okay, let's move on to the part 4, reading text about London. About London police. The history of the London police. We have 7 questions. Okay, so we will read it first in a quick way. So this paragraph, this text divided into 5 paragraphs. The first one, I will do outline some keyword for you. Okay. Today there are policemen everywhere, but in 17,000, London had no policemen at all. A few old men used to protect the city at night, and they were not paid very much. So that means these shops have a low pay. Okay, about 300 years ago, London started to get bigger. The city was very dirty and many people were poor. There were so many thieves who stole money from the street that people stay in their home as much as possible. Okay, so in this paragraph, say about the development of the London after 300 years ago. And after that, there are a lot of thieves that stole money from the people, so they decided to stay at home, whether who went out to the street. In 1750, Henry Fielding started to pay a group of people to stop thieves. They were like policemen and were called the Bow Street Runners because they were near the Bow Street. Okay, so in this paragraph, they talk about a man who's called Henry Fielding, and he paid for the group of people, and they call Bow Street Runners, and they work near the Bow Street. 50 years later, there were 120 Bow Street Runners, but London had become very big and needed more policemen. So in 1829, the first metropolitan of London. Metropolitan is a really modern and big city. Police force was started with 3,000 officers. Most of them were on foot. What on foot? That means they work to there. They don't use any vehicles to work. But a few rode horses. That means some people use ride horses to work. And until 1920, the police in London were men. Okay, so you can see the process or the progress of the policemen is getting better and better. And the London has become modern, bigger and bigger. Today, London police are quite well paid. You know, well paid is like they have a high salary. Yeah, well paid job, high salary. Like they have a lot of money in their job. And for the few police officers who still ride horses, they pay even better than the other. Okay, so for the someone who rides horses, like this, their salary is more higher than other policemen. Okay, so let's do the exercise. Number one, 21. In 17,000, the men who protected the streets were paid a lot, little, or nothing. Paragraph number 1 in here. They were not paid very much. They were not paid very much. So, A, B, or C. A lot, that means very much. A little, that means
A little.
okay. B, yes. So B is the correct one. Okay, so they have to pay a little. And nothing, that means they don't get to pay. Okay. So 21 is B. 22, 300 years ago, many people came to live in London or wanted to live London or had a big house in London. Okay, so in the second paragraph, 300 years ago. Okay, so this one. So they had a big houses, that means they are very rich. But in this one, yes, they were very poor. So 22 is A. They came to live in London. Yes, because the London starting to get bigger. Bigger, that means there are a lot of people come there. There's a lot of immigrants. Okay. A. 23 people did not leave their houses because the city was not clean. They had no money or they were afraid. And why? Why do they afraid? So there were so many thieves who stole money in the street. Is the point.
C.
Okay, C, because they are afraid of losing money, okay, from the thieves. C, they were afraid. 24, the Bow Street runners stole money, stop people stealing, or pay people to steal. Okay, in this paragraph, Bow Street runner. So, what is their duty? Bow Street runner is like a policeman, so they can pay people to steal. Okay. So a policeman cannot steal money or cannot pay people to steal. They do what?
B.
Okay, B. Okay, so you can see a man who calls Henry Fielding started to pay a group of people to stop the thieves. The thief is a person who steals. So just stop. B. 24B. 25 in 18,000. There were enough policemen, not enough policemen, or too many policemen. Okay, this one in 18,000.
Not enough.
Not enough. B. Yeah, in 19,000, there were not enough policemen. Why? Why not enough?
Because London gets bigger and bigger.
Okay, it's a point. So that London had become very big and they needed more policemen. So in in that time, just about 120 policemen. So they need to expand more. 26 of the first 3,000 metropolitan policemen, all of them rode horses. Some of them rode horses, or more of them rode horses. All, like everyone. Some, like just a few people, or a lot of people. And most of them is like 90% of people ride horses. So, look at it. 50 years later. Most of men walk on foot, but a few rode horses. So,
B.
yes, B. B. Just some people ride horses, and but most of men walk on foot. And the last one, 27. Today, police officers who work with horses are paid more than their colleagues, the same as their colleagues, or half as much as their colleagues. More than, that means they get a high pay, the same that they are equal, and half as much as like 50%, just in a half of their colleagues.
Yes.
What? A, B, C?
A.
A, because the police officer who still ride horses, the pay is even better. Okay, it's even better. It means more higher. Okay, good. So 21, 27, A. Oh, less than 1 minute. So after that,